Right in time for spooky season. A new book featuring local folklore and ghost tales is hitting the shelves.
Yes, joining us this morning is the authors, both of the authors of Haunted Boise, Mark Iverson and Jeff Wade. Welcome, you two. This is exciting. Look at this beautiful new book.
It's also scary. I'm scared just looking at it. Gentlemen,
Yes.
what kind of stories are in this book here?
Well, I mean, there's all sorts of stories. We tried to go for new looks at old stories or, you know, haunted stories from Boise that didn't focus on or were stories that hadn't been focused on too much before.
Oh,
It's got to be cool to see it in print this way. It really is a beautiful book. What was it like to see it published with your names and all that good stuff?
You know, when the publisher first sends you the PDF of the covers,
Yes.
it's like, okay, you gotta kind of steady yourself and like, okay, then click on it. And then,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that's something that we've created, something that
Yes.
we've worked hard on, and here it is.
Yes, you have. Well, where can people find the book? I guess we should talk about before we get to your inspiration.
So locally, it's at Flying M Coffee Shop in
Okay,
Boise.
good to know.
Rediscovered Books will have it.
Nice.
And Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, of course.
Yes.
The Lit Room in Garden City, which is a brand new bookstore of a friend of ours, and the CUNA Book Habit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
And-
love supporting local that way. That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Always try to.
Well, and speaking of local, yeah, it's what these stories are about. You guys have written a book before, Murder and Mayhem in Boise. I'm halfway through that, reading about all the crazy stuff that happened in this area years
Yes.
ago. And here you have this again. I guess how this is sort of your thing now. How did this start?
Yeah, how did it come to be?
Well, he went on one of my tours, which was a macabre history of Boise, which, you know, basically I picked my favorite stories and we walk around and, yeah, we do show the rougher aspects of you know, Idaho and Boise's history. And he went on one of my early tours, and he was one of the few people that knew all the stuff that I knew. And so we just started speaking the same language.
Oh, nice.
And I said, "You want to do a book?" And he goes, "Yeah, I want to do a book." And then the publisher made 2 books. So
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Well, are there
So you weren't annoyed by it, where he was like, well, actually, that happened. Oh, okay, good.
No,
good,
it was fun.
fantastic.
He knew stuff that I didn't know, a lot about Canyon County, and I knew more about Boise because that's what I focused
Yes.
on.
Right.
And so we just kind of nerded out together.
Nerd out.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Expand to the 2C. That's good. That's important. So are there any events that are coming up that people can be a part of this spooky thing you two got going on?
Right. Yeah.
So we have book signings coming up at Rediscovered Books,
Okay.
the Lit Room, and CUNA's Book Habit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're all coming up this month.
Oh, and the archives on the 28th of
State
October.
Archives, yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Do you have a Facebook page or a Instagram or anything that people can follow?
Yeah, we both do. I have Ida History Instagram, and then, you know, Ida History Facebook.
I'm author Jeff Wade on both Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, good. So people can log on and follow you guys.
It seems like you both have a history and a lot of knowledge already about, you know, Boise and macabre stuff, sort of crime, stuff like that that's happened here. But is it cool as well, as you're doing research for these books, to even find, you know, more incredible news stories? Is that gratifying for you?
A lot of what we find just kind of comes to us while we're looking into another story,
Right.
and something else pops up, and we're like, "Whoa, this is crazy! This happened!" You know, so it's these weird connections that we always
Well,
find.
you just start digging, and, you know, my wife will come down, and it's 3 in the morning, and she'll say, "You have to wake up with the kids. What are you looking to?" And, you know, I found a story about a horse that sunk into the 300 block.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, back in the 1930s when they were making LDS Church. It was the site of the old brewery, the Lemp Brewery, and the horse and buggy or wagon started to sink into the old basically warehouse, beer warehouse.
My goodness.
Yeah, and so that's how they found out, or re-found out, that it was the oldest brewery, one of the oldest large-scale breweries in Idaho.
So I guess I should ask quickly before we go. A 3rd book, is it on the way?
Jeff's working on one.
I
Yeah.
actually have 3 books planned.
You
right
do?
now.
This guy's a
oh
machine.
my gosh, you are a machine. All right, well, thank you two for coming on
thank
this
you.
morning.
All right, thanks,
This
guys.
is exciting. It's
Appreciate it.
perfect for this time of year.
Haunted Boise.
Love the spooky music to
Get
the
it
crew
now.
in the back.
Fantastic. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's too spooky.